Hi, Paulton watchers, and whoops, I knocked down my iPad. Okay. I am so excited for this vlog. This is a vlog that I've been wanting to do for a long time, okay? And I'm hoping to make this a regular vlog that I do often, maybe every month or every other month. Either way, I am excited, so I really hope you enjoy it. Let me take off my glasses because that glare is probably really obnoxious. Anyway, so as the title says, 24-hour reading challenge, but slow reader edition. So what that really means is, as you know, I'm a slow reader, and if any of you are familiar with the other booktubers who have done this video, a lot of them get through a handful of books within 24 hours, which is impressive, but that's not me. And so I thought it would be fun if I could put my own twist on it. If, you know, you just saw me get through one book in 24 hours, or maybe 1.5, possibly 2, who knows, but we will see. Either way, I'm not gonna get through a lot of books like other people would within 24 hours, which is more than okay, which is why I'm making this video, because, you know, it's fun to make these kind of videos and put my own little spin on it. And yeah, I really hope you enjoy it. Now, from what I know, there's 2 different ways to make this video. I've seen some people where they stay up all night and yeah, they read nonstop. I will not be doing that. No. I will not be doing that. What I will do, however, is that every time I read, I will set the timer. As you can see, hopefully you can see my iPad. I will set the clock and, you know, record that time when I'm reading. But when I stop reading, like when I take a break, you know, to eat, to sleep, or whatever, I will stop the timer and then I will continue the timer again once I read. That's how I'm gonna do it. And yeah, also I wanted to mention, as so you know, I do occasionally listen to audiobooks as well. I will not be doing that. In these kind of videos, I will not be doing that because that kind of, you know, defeats the purpose of making this a slow reader edition, because obviously if I were to listen to an audiobook while doing this challenge, then I would get through the book faster. And you know, that defeats the purpose. So when I make these kind of videos, I will never be listening to audiobooks. So yeah, it'll just be me and my regular slowness. So yeah, I have 3 books here. I will not be reading all 3. It's just one is kind of short. The other 2 are bigger, but you'll see. Okay, so Before We Were Strangers by Renée Carlino. This has been on my TBR for like a year, and here's the thing, I forget that I have this book, but I was recently talking about it because I made a summer TBR video. Anyway, I mentioned this book in the video because I was like, oh wait, I should read this. So, and now, like, since I remember that I have it, yeah. Anyway, I don't know too much about it. All I know is that it's a second chance romance and it's friends to lovers. And I don't know if there's dual timeline where it's like, you know, one chapter is the past and the next is the future, and it, you know, it goes in that pattern. I don't know if it's like that, but either way, I'm excited to read it. I think I'll really like it, or at least I hope, because I really do enjoy the second chance trope. But also, as you know, like, friends to lovers is like one of my favorite tropes, so I do think I'll enjoy it. But also, floppy. But I do think this is the book that I'm definitely going to start. I'm going to read this in a minute. But what I do think my second book will be Enigma by Runyx. This is another book on my TBR. This is from one of my favorite authors, and this has been on my TBR. Well, it came out at the end of April, so I am due to read this. So yeah, I do think, yeah, I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I do get to this. It all depends if I finish the first book before the 24 hours appears on my timer. So yeah, but that's basically it. Anyway, I'm excited and I hope you enjoy it. Okay, so now I am about to read. I'm excited. I'm gonna start this timer before we're strangers. First movement recently. Interesting. Okay, let me start the timer. Okay, so I have to say, oh, that's right. I gotta stop it because every time I stop, I literally just finished the first paragraph. This guy, his name's Matt. He sounds very negative, and that's fine. Such a mood. Such a mood. He was just saying something like, you know, there were 21 Starbucks within a 3-block radius of the building I worked in. Recording studios, film labs, and record studios were dying, if not already vacant. Corpses turned cupcake shops or blow-dry bars. They had stopped playing music videos on MTV, and they had banned smoking in bars. I didn't recognize New York anymore. Well, I guess that sucks for you. Okay, I'm gonna stop. Okay, so I just got done reading 20 pages. So, and also, this is actually quite good for me with being a slow reader and all. I read those, it was 20 pages so far, right? And that's 24 minutes on the clock, which is surprising, actually, because normally it's like double the time for me. But anyway, so I don't have much to say so far. Oh, I forgot to mention earlier that this is also non-spoiler, of course. All these, you know, yeah, of course, this is a non-spoiler vlog. And not much thoughts yet. So far, oh, I just got done reading the first movement, which I believe is what it's called. Now I'm about to start the second. Yeah, the second movement, which is 15 years ago. Okay, so it's going back to the past. So far there hasn't been a POV in her perspective yet, which is fine. My arm's starting to get tired from holding this. All I really have to say is that I guess so far Matt, he just seems, he's 36, I believe, and he just seems very unsatisfied with life. But hey, I bet that's about to change now, isn't it? And again, I don't know about Grace because there hasn't been I haven't met her yet. Oh, also, Matt is working with his ex-wife. He has his job at National Geographic, and he works with his ex-wife. Talk about awkward. But anyways, right? So he works with his ex-wife, and she announced that, like, she's pregnant, right? She's remarried, and she announced that she's pregnant. And he sent her an email saying, you know, congrats, or blah, blah, blah. And then he signed it off by saying best, you know, best wishes or something like that. And then she responded, and then she's like, best? Like, that's all you have to say? Like, what about, like, you couldn't sign it off with, like, saying love to the person that you spent, like, over a decade with? And I was like, late tea. What the hell? Like, that made me cringe because I'm like, because I was thinking, well, how many ex-husbands would actually congratulate their ex-wives that they're pregnant or whatever? But also just like, could I have said thank you? I don't know. But also, yeah, I don't know. Anyway, she seems, I haven't seen much of her, but just from that alone, she's probably going to be quite a character. Oh, also, I want to search, I'm going to search this when this book came out because, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong, but something about it seems just a little dated. I don't know. I wonder. But also, at the risk of sounding stupid, which that ship sailed a long time ago. Let's be so fucking for real. Of all, I say a lot of stupid shit on the internet. Unfortunately, just like go watch my YouTube videos, the other ones, or my TikToks, okay? But either way, the point is that I say stupid shit, so nothing new. But Craigslist. Okay, it's mentioned in this book. And I was like, while I was reading it, I was like, is that still a thing? Like, I don't think Craigslist is a thing anymore, right? I don't think it is, but I'm gonna like double check and Google it, but I don't think that exists anymore. But if I'm wrong, well, fuck. I guess I'm really, really wrong. But it doesn't exist anymore, right? Right? Also, people signing off with their phone numbers on the internet, that is crazy. That's wild. Okay, that's fucking wild. Anyway, that's all I gotta say. That's my little update. That's my little spiel. Okay, I don't know what that was, but anyway, bye. Okay, so a little update. So how many I realized that I was using stopwatch instead of timer, so I switched to timer, and this is how much time I have left. So 21 hours and 46 minutes, and so far I've read 93 pages. So yeah, I'm definitely gonna finish this well before 24 hours are up. I realize I've like underestimated maybe myself or just like the concept of this video. But yeah, I'm definitely gonna finish this before 24 hours. So yeah, anyway, I don't have much to say because it is a non-spoiler vlog, so I don't want to give too much away. But I am glad that I chose this to be my first book because I was right. Because I knew going in that there was a good possibility that I was going to really enjoy this book. And I am really enjoying it. And I think it's just going to be a 3 stars. But either way, I'm really enjoying it. And clearly I'm spending like hours reading it. But also, you know, it's just, I don't know, it's good. It's a good time. Right now, like in my last update, I mentioned how I'm in the second, is it called the second movement? Either way, the second movement, that's in the past, right? So both of the characters, Grace and Matt, they're in the past 15 years ago. Oh, by the way, I finally got to her POV. The last couple of chapters were in her POV, so that was cool. Yeah, you know, so right now I'm at the point of the story. Like I said, they're in the past. And right now I'm seeing like when they meet, you know, and like I said, one of the tropes in this book is friends to lovers. So I'm not at the point to where they become lovers. But I'm at the point where, you know, they're friends, they're best friends. That's where I'm at right now in the story, which is very nice. It's enjoyable. Yeah, I'm having a good time. And I did like skip ahead briefly. Like I didn't read anything ahead, but I did skip ahead to see when it would go back to the present. And I think that's like around wait, I just found, no, I lost it. Oh, it was literally like, oh my god, as I was talking, I flipped that page. What the hell? Wait, where'd it go? Hold on. Okay, yes, third movement, now 15 years later. That is page 196. Okay, so I have the second movement. It's a bit chunky because it's, you know, them 15 years in the past. The first movement was very short. It was just in Matt's POV in the present, talking about well, I don't want to, you know, spoil anything, but yeah. So I got like another 100 pages to go before I get to the third movement, which I'm looking forward to. But either way, oh wait, also proven I am stupid. Craigslist does exist still. Well, fuck. Oh well, you know, just yeah. Are we surprised that I did not know that? No. And also, yes, I was right about this feeling dated because this came out in 2015, so this was 10 years ago. So yeah. So now both of these characters would be in their late 40s. They would be 46. So yeah, anyway, that's all I have for you. That's my little update. And yeah. Okay, so hi. It is the next day. This is how much time I have left. So I have 19 hours and 49 minutes. So yeah, I'm still in the second part of the book, the second movement. Now I'm on page 159. So yeah, you know, again, I don't have that much update, you know, because it's non-spoiler, so, but I'm enjoying myself. It's good. Okay, wait, I just realized something. I can go into a little more detail because I read the blurb. So literally, so this isn't a spoiler. The blurb of this right here, because I didn't talk much about the first movement. Because again, mind you, they haven't seen each other in 15 years. And then he sees her all of a sudden one day on the subway, the F train or whatever. And that's the first time he had seen her in 15 years. So in the first movement, he's trying to find her, you know, or blah, blah, blah. And he even, like, put out a Craigslist. This is the Craigslist, the blurb. What else? Oh, there's something right here when he says something like, when I came back, you were gone. A part of me still wonders if I pushed you too hard after the wedding. Okay, so something that I wanted to comment on. After the wedding, not their wedding, just a family member, his family, his brother. It's making me wonder, because I feel like, because I don't know if I mentioned, but either way, you know, does he have like an internship or something for National Geographic? And anyway, the point is that I think I know, the further I'm reading into this book, I think I know what could possibly lead to their separation, you know? And it says that she was gone when he came back. I think I know where she went. And yeah, also the last chapter, like I cannot say, but the last chapter that I had just got done reading, all I'll say is that he made a bet. That's all I'll say. He made a bet, but I think it will backfire on him. So yeah, I think that could also contribute to them separating. So yeah, and that's all I'll say. Oh, to clarify, not like a malicious bet or anything. Nothing like bad. It's nothing bad. But anyway, yeah, that's all I have to say. Okay, so I just finished the second movement. So now I'm on the third movement, which is back to the present 15 years later. Ooh, I wish I could say, but I cannot, or I will spoil, and I will not do that. But it's good, okay? Just know that it's good. I am thoroughly enjoying myself, and so far I have on the clock 19 hours. Can you see that? So I've been reading for about like 5 hours in total through this book. So yeah, that's all I have. That's my update. I'm excited. I'm excited to start the present of this book. I'm excited. Cause ooh, the way that the second movement just ended. Ooh. Ooh. The way that that just ended. You guys, if any of you, if you haven't read this book and you like second chance romances and you like friends to lovers, then I would highly recommend this. I'm not done yet, but yeah, if you like either of those tropes, I would highly recommend this book. Oh, it's good. It's good. Okay, guys, I have another major update. As you know, like, I'm in the third movement now, so I'm in the present. And, something just happened. The plot is thickening. The twist, oh my god. Oh, I want to tell you so bad, but I can't. That's such a huge spoiler. Oh, but I want to say it so bad. Just know that when you get to the third movement of the book, there's a big twist, okay? And you know what the thing is, though, is that in the back of my mind, when I was reading, I was still in the second movement, right? In the back of my mind, I read something. I was like, huh, what if, you know? But I didn't think much into it. And then, ooh, are you kidding me? And then, just know, the plot is thickening, okay? It's just, ooh. It's a lot, okay, you guys? And it's good. Also, just know that, did I mention that Matt's working with his ex-wife? In case I didn't, she's a piece of shit. She's awful. But anyway, that's all you really need to know, okay? It's fucking good, you guys. Okay, you guys, as you can see, I'm all nice and comfy. Okay, wait. I think I have 2 chapters left. So, I'm close to finishing it. Guys, I'm really enjoying it. I do wonder though how this is. I mean, I'll let you know my final thoughts, but hopefully you can see the time. This is how much I have left. 16 hours and 48 minutes. This is how far I'm in. I'm almost done. I'm kind of worried though if the ending's gonna feel rushed to me, given how some of the things that happen, because a lot of shit happens at the end of this book. I'm worried that the end's gonna feel rushed, but hopefully not, but we'll see. Also Nalani, because of course. Okay, so I just finished it. 16 hours and 35 minutes and 39 seconds to go. Okay, I just finished this. Oh my god, 3.5 by the way, 3.5 stars. I don't love the book per se, like a 4-star, but I also enjoyed it more than a typical 3-star, so that's why it's right in the middle, 3.5. I am so glad I picked this to be my first book for this vlog. It's so good. And again, like I said earlier, I would totally recommend it. And I hope I would read this book one day. I don't know if I will because, well, I'm a mood reader and I'm a slow reader, so I don't know if I'll ever get the time, but I hope. Either way, it was so good. And there were definitely some moments where I felt sad for the characters, but it all worked out in the end beautifully. I loved the ending. It gave me the feels. It made me so happy. I really enjoyed this. I don't know, like I just can't, you know, I can't stop repeating that because it's true. I enjoyed it so much, you know, like, yeah, it gave me the feels. I love this ending. Yeah, it's so, it's so good, you guys. If you haven't read this book and you like the friends to lovers trope or the second chance trope, like I said earlier, give this book a try. It's also so quick, you know, it's 300 pages, floppy. It's it's very easy to get through. I would highly recommend this. And yeah, I don't know what else to say, you know, I had a good time with this book. Again, 3.5 stars and a round of applause. I finished my first book for this vlog. Are you happy? Are you proud of me? Yes, I know you are. So now on to my next book, Enigma by Runyx. Now I will say I'm a little more apprehensive about this book. Another reason why I chose this as my first book was because I knew there was a better chance I would enjoy this book than this one, because not that I knew too much about this book going in, but I knew it had the second chance trope and friends to lovers, which is a trope that I really do enjoy, so I knew that there was a good chance that I would enjoy it, and boy was I fucking right. But this book, on the other hand, I actually don't know that much about this book. I think there's the professor student trope. I think there's a murder mystery trope. Yeah, I don't know that much about it, but the reason why I'm more apprehensive about this book is, even though like Renée, she's like one of my favorite authors, I'm more apprehensive about starting this book because I read Gothicana last fall and I didn't love it. I didn't hate it. In fact, I think I gave it 3 stars, but if I'm being honest, I think that's me being generous, because yes, I liked it. I didn't enjoy it all that much because I remember I mainly just like pushed through the book and I didn't DNF it because Runyx is my favorite author and I really wanted to finish the book. So I finished it, but yeah, if she hadn't been my favorite author, then I would not have finished it. I think I would have DNF'd it. I don't know how similar Enigma is to Gothicana, like the vibes. I really hope I like this book. So I guess that's why I'm a little apprehensive, but either way, I'm gonna read this soon. So yeah. Okay, so I hope the glare isn't too bad. Maybe I'll take off my glasses. Okay, first of all, I made this iced coffee. Ooh, she's good. She's good as fuck. Okay, 10:45 p.m. and I'm having an iced coffee. You mind your business. You mind it up, you mind it down, you mind it all the fuck away. Okay? Granted, I didn't even have to tell you that, but I did, so. What was I gonna say? Oh, so I'll take my glasses off. Okay, so I started Enigma. I feel like I'm probably pronouncing that wrong. Whatever. I'm on page 37. I stopped mid-chapter. So far, it's good. I'm interested. I'm feeling more optimistic than I did going in because, like I said, I was worried about how I was gonna like this book. So far, it's good. I don't want to speak too soon, but because again, I'm at the beginning, but so far it's good. I'm having a good time. I can't read any of those because I took my glasses off. So not confirmed yet because I'm not that far in, but it's pretty fucking obvious, you know. I'm like pretty sure I met the MMC. Again, not confirmed, but you know, it's pretty obvious. Yeah, so Salem. I really like her name. She's an interesting character, you know. She likes dead bodies, like cutting them up, you know, which some may say strange, but hey, I say good for her. Ooh, okay, anyway. Yeah, so she's a forensics major, I believe. Oh, also, not at all important, but I was like, hey, she's my age. She's 20 years old. Oh, but that reminds me. Okay. This is me I had a little Nicole moment, you know. I was not being that smart. When I read the first chapter or whatever, okay, so I got confused because, you know, I could have reread it because I guess I just read over it. That's probably what happened. But no, I decided to. Oh yeah, part 1 is called Death. Don't we love that? We love that. Intriguing. Hello. Anyway, so yeah, the first chapter or whatever, or the second chapter, but this is all like a prologue before the first official chapter. Whatever. This right here, right? It says Salem, 12 years old. Okay, my not so smart brain of an existence, right? Okay, so I guess I read over this, but anyway, so I was confused when I was reading this first page because I was like, wait, doesn't it say that she's 12? But then like there's something right here that says something about her being 4. Let me see, where is it? She had cried and screamed, but it had been too far for anyone to find her, and in a dark hole at all of 4 years old. What I didn't realize, which was fucking obvious, but what I didn't realize was that this was Salem at 12 years old having a flashback of when she was 4. Now that does seem obvious. Yes, it fucking does, but I am me after all. So, yeah. That's all I gotta say. No defense for that. Yeah, I'm having a good time. Wait, I just realized this is so fitting. Okay, listen. This is my bookmark. I like my book spicy and my coffee icy. I hope you can see that. I don't know what the glare is doing. Right. And this is a dark romance, so it is gonna be spicy. Ooh. That's like actually like really fucking fitting. Also, what was I gonna say? Oh yeah, I finished. Wait, no, that's not news. I told you earlier. I finished the first book. That was hours ago. What time is it? Yeah, 10:48. I finished it hours ago, and I'm still thinking about that book. But yeah. Anyway, that's my little update. That's all I got for you right now. I'm just making a fool out of myself right now. I'm not funny. Oh no. I'm sure I'm not as funny as I think I am. Anyway. Okay guys, stop distracting me. I got 15 hours and 40 minutes left. Also, unrelated, but where I'm at right now, it's so funny. So right now she's like trailing this guy, the MMC, right? And she she thinks she's being inconspicuous or whatever, like he doesn't know that she's following him. This is not confirmed, by the way, but I'm pretty sure this is where it's gonna fucking go. I'm pretty sure he knows that she's following him, so I'm just waiting to get to that point where he's like, I know you're fucking following me, you know? Yeah. Yeah, that's all I gotta say. Also, I think she even acknowledges it because she said, where was it? Hold on, where was it? Oh yes, this is right here. She wouldn't be surprised if he spun around and stabbed her with a pencil. Yeah, so there you go. It was a surprisingly effective tool, especially when used in the right spot. Okay, that's all I gotta say. Now I gotta get back to my reading. Okay, hold on. So, Kaz, right? The MMC, he just said, not to Salem, to someone else who had threatened him, I will happily use your blood as paint if you ever threaten me again. Damn! And then right here, make you a part of my masterpiece in ways you don't want to. Do you understand? Damn! And Salem said it too in her head. Yes, girl, damn, I agree. We love the violence, okay? You know what? No red flags over here. Of course, like I said, called it. He fucking knew she was watching because right now I just read, did you enjoy the show? Salem's still looking around to see who he was talking to. There was no one in it clearly. Bitch, he was obviously talking to you. Like, who, me? Oh, damn, that's actually kind of creepy. He turned his neck slowly, his eyes coming to where she was crouched on the ground, and her heart began to thump loudly in her ears. He knew. He'd known she was there, that she followed him, and he'd let her. Like I told you. Okay, I'm done giving you the quotes away. For free. Okay. Hi. So another update. Okay, so actually I've read quite a bit without updating you. I don't remember the last time, what page I was when I last updated you. But either way, now I'm almost done with the book actually. I'm on page 411, as you can see. So yeah, I'm almost done. And I still have 4 hours and 36 minutes left. And 22 seconds to be precise. So I'm definitely gonna get to another book before the timer, before this is over, because I'm definitely gonna finish this. Oops, doing a screenshot. Because I'm definitely gonna finish this before the timer ends. Thoughts. Okay, so I am really enjoying this book. As I said, I had apprehension going into this book because, but I like this. I actually fucking like this. I like it more than Gothic Hannah. Also, in the spirit of being completely honest, full disclosure, are you ready to be surprised? Are you ready for your socks to be knocked off? Are you ready for your mind to be blown? Yeah, here it is. What's his name? Kaz, the MMC, he is in fact not a professor. So here's the thing. I said in the beginning that one of the tropes was a professor-student trope. No, it's fucking not. No, it's not. I lied to you. Oh, how I am so sorry. Here's the thing. It's not. He's a TA, but he's still a student. It's not at all. Here's the thing. I confused Gothic Hannah, which is the book right here in the back. I don't know if you can see that. I could go get my copy, but that's more work. I confused Gothicana with this book because in Gothicana, it does have the professor student trope. In that book, it does. And I thought that that was also a trope in this book, but no, it's not. So, there you fucking go. One of the other reasons why I haven't like updated you that much with this book is because, again, you know, this is a non-spoiler vlog. And so since it's non-spoiler, I don't have as much updates to give because, you know, I can't spoil anything. But I would say though, you know, I like Salem, I like Kaz, and I like their relationship. I would say this isn't a spoiler, but I feel like the MMC is more of a mystery. But that makes sense though, because the majority of the book point of views are in Salem's perspective. There's probably only been a handful of chapters in Kaz's perspective, which is fine. So yeah, either way, I would say it's kind of a slow burn. I mean, you know, they didn't like really do the naked twister until like, was it around the 300 page something? It was around there. I mean, they had some other spicy times, but you know, they didn't do the full naked twister until like way later into the book. So for a dark romance, it's actually really not that spicy for a dark romance, which some of you may like, some of you may not. I personally don't care, but if that at all appeals to you, because I do know some people feel like dark romance is too spicy. But yeah, either way, this one is definitely not. I'm almost done with the book, and I'm probably not gonna give another update until I finish it. So this is probably gonna be my last update until I finish it. So I will come back and I'll give you my final non-spoiler thoughts and my final rating. So yeah. Okay, so I finished Enigma, and like I said, I liked it. 3 stars. So round of applause. Because as I said before, I was very nervous with this book going in. Either way, I did like this more than Gothicana, so I was pleasantly surprised. I wasn't bored reading this. I was interested all the way through. I will say there is something about Gothicana and Enigma. There's just something that feels similar. I can't elaborate, but yeah. And I don't mean that in a bad way. I do not mean that in a bad way. But there was some things that reminded me of Gothicana, but for some reason, this book worked for me better. I think I might have thought that the resolution was a little quick. I don't know. That's subjective. That's just my opinion. I think the resolution was just a little rushed, not too much or anything. But again, that's just my opinion, and I'm so fucking entitled to that. But with that being said, again, I enjoyed it. It's 3 stars. And I'm glad I finally read it because this was on my TBR. So yeah, I don't really have anything else to add, you know? Oh wait, actually, yes, I do have something to add. While reading this, I was noticing that, you know what? This would be a book that I would recommend to anybody who's new to dark romance, because I feel like this book is really beginner friendly. You know, like it doesn't have the intensity that a lot of other dark romances have. Yeah, you know, it doesn't like slap you in the face, you know? Like if you were new to dark romance, this wouldn't slap you in the face like, whoa, you know? And it isn't too, for dark romance, I would actually say that this book isn't that spicy, in my opinion, at least for a dark romance. And yeah, so that would be another reason why I would recommend this for somebody new to the genre. I feel like this is very beginner friendly. Like you can dip your toes in and get a taste of what this genre is like. Oh, also, I don't know if I ever showed you, but like, look, isn't that pretty? That's pretty. It's also on the back. So yeah. So with that being said, the next book, let me put this there. The next book that I was considering, oh wait, I didn't show you the time. Hold on. I have 2 hours and 23 minutes left. This is what I got going. So I'm almost done. I am going, whichever book I choose next, I'm not gonna finish that book before the timer ends. So that's where we're at. I was considering The Right Move by Liz Tomforte because the Windy City series, that's on my summer TBR. I already read Mile High like a couple weeks ago. By the way, I'm not gonna get in a tangent. Never mind. Anyway, so I was considering The Right Move, but then I was debating The House Across the Lake. You know, switch it up. I started out with a contemporary romance, then a dark romance, and now a thriller. You know, because here's the thing. If I don't read The Right Move right now in this vlog, I know I'm going to read it regardless. Like, that'll most likely be the next book that I read after this vlog. But this book, I don't have that guaranteed. I am not gonna say I will definitely read this soon. So I think with that being said, I should choose this book to read now. I like thrillers. I love watching them. But yeah, and this did sound interesting. So I think I should read it. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna read this now. Guys, real quick. I'm about to start The House Across the Lake, but I had to stop because this is so funny. Listen, look, yeah, see right here, this page right here. I don't know if you can see that, but it says, I think he did it, but I just can't prove it. From Taylor Swift, Nobody, No Crime. Stop, okay? That's so funny to me. And then now, of course, the song is just, you know, in my brain. I just, you know.
I think he did it, but I just can't prove it.
Oh, yes. Because I can sing and dance. Nobody, no crime. Anyway, that's literally all I wanted to say. That's it. So yeah. Okay, so real quick for a little update, very little, because I just read 2 pages, I think, and hopefully you stay. I just read 2 pages. Yes, it was 2 pages. And I think it was the prologue. No, it was the prologue. And I did not retain any of that. That did not sound interesting to me. Granted, I was a little distracted. I don't know why, but I was distracted. But anyway, that's sort of just my update. I read the prologue and I have nothing so far. Yeah, it's hopefully, you know, it gets more interesting. But obviously, you know, it was just the prologue. It ended a little creepy, but it is a thriller. So there you go. More updates later. Okay, so another little update. I've read a few chapters now, I think. I don't know which chapter I'm on because these chapters aren't numbered. But I have to say, I don't know. Like, I'm on page, what page am I on? I'm on page 30. And I have to say, so far, I'm not really there. I'm not, like, really connecting with the story. I'm not, like, into it yet. Which, again, I know, like, thrillers can, like, the beginning of thrillers can be slow. So I do know if I stick with it, you know, I could get more into it. I could start liking it more. But yeah, I have to say, right now I'm just kind of like, eh. But again, I am literally only 30 pages in. And I have, to show you the time, this is how much time I have left. I have 1 hour and 33 minutes left. So yeah, that's about it. That's all I had to, that's my little update right there. So yeah, not into it yet, but I will be. Damn it, I will be. I am determined. No, I'm not. But I hope I will get into it more as I continue the story. So far, you know what? I'm actually getting more interested. It's starting to get more interesting. I'm on page 82. And guys, look. Only 8 minutes and 31 seconds left. It's almost over. It's almost over, you guys. Okay, you guys. It is the final countdown with only 8.5 minutes left. Okay, so hopefully you see that. And yeah, just read my book. Okay, so I finished the 24-hour book challenge or whatever, and I thought in the last clip you could see the timer. You couldn't, so sorry about that. Either way, so here are the books that I read. So obviously I'm still reading House Across the Lake. I did not finish it. I'm on page 90. Before We Were Strangers was the first book that I read, and again, it was really good, 3.5 stars. I think I would read more books from this author. I really did like their writing. Oh, also, Before We Were Strangers is also my favorite book from this vlog. Granted, I'm not done with The House Across the Lake, but right now I am gonna say that this book is definitely my favorite from this vlog. And then Enigma, which I read second, and it's a dark romance, and this is from my favorite author. I gave this book 3 stars, and I also did quite enjoy it. So maybe, I don't know when I'm gonna finish this. I will like let you know my rating or whatever somewhere on the screen, what I rated this book. So yeah. Also, I'm kind of considering, now that I finished, like the vlog's over, I'm kind of considering listening to this book, like doing the immersive reading with the audiobook. I don't know if I'll do that though. So yeah, thoughts. I definitely underestimated how much reading I would actually get done within 24 hours, but I still didn't read as much as other people do in this kind of video. Yeah, I still consider this slow because I only finished 2 books, and I'm not even halfway through this book. So yeah, still consider this slow reader edition. I hope you liked this video. If you guys like this video, I will try to do this kind of vlog more often, because I do call myself the slow reader, but I don't always show ways that I am, and I feel like this kind of vlog is one of the perfect ways to do that. So this is something that you enjoyed from my channel. Of course I can do it again. Okay, either way, I feel like I got a good selection out of this video. Yeah, I don't really have much more to say. Like I said, I hope